Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's edition of HCAM Sports Talk. Right now, we have the latest Hopkinton Hiller happenings. Here are some of the latest highlights. It was a busy week for Hiller baseball and softball, and it started off on Monday, April 27th, with Hiller baseball and softball taking on Norwood. It was a 2-0 Norwood lead heading into the top of the second. And this is hit high in the air towards center field. Backtracking and unable to make the catch is the shortstop, and a run's going to score. We'll also have someone else joining in on the fun, and that's going to be Dylan Hatherley. More on that in a moment as this is hit up the right side, picked up by the second baseman. They get the out, but a job well done. A run is in, a sacrifice RBI ground out there by Kennedy. Average on the season, 423 on base percentage. Line up and the pitch. And he puts this one on the ground, up the middle. That'll get through. Another run is in. And RBI single will score Grenham. Norwood adds 3 more and ended up taking the win over the Hillers 6-2. Hiller softball was also hosting Norwood and got the scoring going early and often. Colby Crum was on the call.
Step up for the pitch here. She was up, and that is a hit towards center field, and that will go over the fence there as it is a 2-0 lead here as Levine opens up the scoring. And an RBI for Davenport as the Hillers take a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. So she just needs to hit it a little bit more to the right there. As the pitcher comes in, and she will to center field, and that will drop, but it will go far as there will be another run for the Hillers as Riesenberger takes it to third with a triple there, and then a 4-0 lead as Wynn will get the one there for the Hillers. Riesenberger on third, and we have a batter stepping up. And another hit to the middle, and that is gone. With Ellen Stomberg there, freshman with the home run. That has another 2 runs for the Hillers. 6-0. That will be for the Hillers as both Riesenberger and Stomberg score there, both underclassmen, showcasing the Hillers' youth here tonight.
Hillers played 6 runs in the bottom of the first, and it would be a 7-1 Hiller lead heading into the bottom of the third.
Randall with a deep hit and a home run for the Hillers. 3-run home run. Caroline Osmond as the Hiller softball team will crowd up that home plate as it will be 13-1.
9 more runs in the bottom of the third for the Hillers, and that would be more than enough as the Hillers took the win over Norwood by a final of 16-1. On Tuesday, April 28th, Hiller girls lacrosse took on Holliston and lit up the scoreboard. Temperatures in the lower 60s, a nice feed out in front, shot, score. Casey Owens finding Abby Burke. Kendall Town will get the start from the position. Here she goes, shot, in. He gets it out. Looking to charge in, shot, score. Avery Quebec, the junior. Looking for score number 4. Will she get it? Yes, she will. Second goal of the game for Avery Quebec. Drive it in, shot, score. Devin Santucci. Looking to bring it around. Shot in. Kendall Tom. Here's Benalla. Looking to sneak through the defenders. Takes the shot and rips it in. Smooth moves by the sophomore. Now Burke gets it up. Benalla back to Durante. Durante trying to sneak in. Back to Benalla. There's a nice pass right into the interior. And that is in.
That was just great passing by the Hillers. Got a nice, comfortable lead right now, and you can just wait until you find an opening. There's a opening and a score. Caden Rosendale. Coming in, shot, yes. Avery Quebec, the junior. Get it back. Nicely done by Rosendale. Now Abby Burke is going to strike. A great feed by Quebec. Vidala back to Santucci. Nice feed to Quebec, and Quebec finds the net again. Close off the gap there, but now she's going to bring it back. Shot! Wow! Bringing the heat. Durante had a free position. Shot in! How about another? And the Hillers get it back. Picked up by Kettle Tom. Quebec out in front. Shot, yes! Caden Rosendale.
7 scores in the first quarter, 8 more in the second quarter. And after earning the 15-1 halftime lead, the Hillers never looked back, taking the win 19-2 and improving to 7-2 on the season. On Wednesday, April 29th, Hiller Boys Volleyball hosted their senior night game versus Norwood. Steve Sweetapple and John Ritz on the call.
Floats one in. John handles that. Will, back to John. Free ball, that's out. Once you hear the setter yell help, it's their ball. And that's it. Hopkins takes the first set 25-12. It's about what we thought it would be, John, right?
Yeah, moved right along. It started off slow, but then they put the foot on the gas and took it over.
Due to technical difficulties, we only were able to broadcast part of the matchup, but the Hillers took the sweep and improved to 7-3 on the season. Also on Wednesday, Hiller Baseball and Softball hosted Holliston. For baseball, Colby Crum and Dylan Hatherley on the call. It was a scoreless game heading to the bottom of the fifth.
And give the team more base runners.
As that one's going to be hit, and that'll go by. And the Hillers looking to score here, and they will. The great play by Noah Krames as he rolls that one past the center fielder, or the shortstop for that one. That'll be a fast grounder past him, and the Hillers will take a 1-0 lead. Second and third. This is a very important pitch here for Baker. As that one will be hit, grounded to the left base, and we will have, I believe, wow, that was a eventful play there, as we'll have a
Run will score, both runs will score, I believe. That's a heads-up play from the catcher, snapping those feet and getting Bogosian at second as he gets a little bit greedy, but that is going to be a costly error for the Panthers.
As the Hillers will take a 3-0 lead here.
Hillers led 3-1 into the bottom of the sixth.
Yet, so we'll see what he delivers here, as it's very crucial for Holliston to hold these guys up.
And that one's hit and will roll through, and a big mistake there by the Panthers, as we'll have another run scored. And a 4-1 lead for the Hillers, just what they needed, as that one was hit on the ground towards the past the third base. So.
Day of the year so far.
As
we'll
you'll
see
get
it again.
hit, and that's a score for the Hillers. It's another hit by pitch for Bussinger. So not the best of days for him, but great news for the Hillers, as they'll take a 5-1 lead here in the bottom of the sixth.
Hopkinton ended up taking the win by a final of 5-1. Hiller softball had a 6-3 lead into the bottom of the third.
And this is driven into left field. That'll get down for a hit. Here comes a run. And how about another? And maybe 3 runs. And that is a 3 RBI triple for Zoe Levine. ripped up the third base side. That's a fair ball. Here comes a run, a score, and another run. That's going to plate 2 runs. 2 RBI double by Kate Reisenberger.
Hillers played 7 more runs in the third and took a 13-3 lead into the bottom of the 4th.
And this is ripped up the middle. That gets through. 1 run is in. Here comes Tenley Wynn. Will they send a third? Yes, they will. Kate Reisenberger will score. And that is a bases clearing 3 RBI triple for Elin Stomberg. And she puts this one up the right side. Bobbled by the first baseman. And everybody's going to be safe. Line up and the pitch. And she tattoos this ball. That drops into center field. Lead runner being waved around. And another one. An RBI double for Caroline Osmond.
Hopkinton plates 10 runs in the bottom of the 4th and would end up taking the win in a 5-inning mercy, 23-3. On Thursday, April 30th, Hiller Boys Lacrosse hosted Medfield.
You see the Hillers got their defenders playing tight around that net. There's a shot and another score for Braden Sutton and Medfield. Braden Sutton already with a hat trick today for the Warriors.
Medfield ended up taking the win over the Hillers by a final of 12-3. Hopkinton falls to 6-3 on the season. On Friday, May 1st, Hiller baseball and softball hosted Medway.
Audie will watch that one again as it skips back to the backstop, and Connor Moore will score on the passed ball. And he will not have the chance to do any damage as that one's going to hit him. The Hillers now add on to their cushion.
Great stories.
Yeah, he's a great guy. And Rich is going to ground that one. Oh, that's Lang, sorry. And the third baseman cannot handle it. Looks like the Medway pitcher box. Seems like he fumbled the ball in the middle of his windup there. But that'll score a run. Playing behind the bag. And that one's going to be hit hard the other way. Pedroli stays through the zone on that one, and that's going to score another run, now making the game 12-5 for the Hillers.
8 runs in the bottom of the 4th, and the Hillers would take the win, 15-5. Hopkinton improves to 8-4 on the season. Medway falls to 9-3. Also Friday night, Hiller softball battled Medway. Medway had a 5-4 lead into the bottom of the 5th.
Tie the game at 4-piece at the time. A chance to retie it here. That'll get away, and the runner from third slides in. She's safe. We're tied. We had the Hillers plate 3 runs in the third. It was 4-4 in the 4th. Now it's 5-5 in the 5th. Here's your game summary. This is hit high in the air, right side. See you later! Callie Arthur goes yard, and the Hillers take the lead. Absolutely crushed it. Up in the pitch, and this is ripped up the middle. Here comes another Hiller run, and that is an RBI single for Bridget Rolecki.
Hillers plate 3 runs and would have a 7-5 lead into the bottom of the 6th.
3-2 pitch. Hit high in the air towards right center, and that is going to leave the ballpark. A home run! Zoe Levine puts the Hillers up by 3. Absolutely crushed.
A solo home run by Zoe Levine gives the Hillers an 8-5 lead, and that's how the game would end. Hillers improved to 11-2 on the season. Medway falls to 0-8. And Hopkinton Little League softball had a good time racing the bases with the team following the game. Zoe Levine and Callie Arthur both had home runs in the game. We talked to them following the festivities about the Hiller win.
Okay, now you can make a funny face if you want.
Wait, why do you zoom in?
Funny faces, go.
Wait, are you?
Okay, got it.
That was insane. I think, honestly, they got under us a little bit, and then we just used it against them. I mean, they were a good, solid team that used their voice and kept the energy up, and then we just came back. And everyone got hits, and we just put it all together.
Yeah, I think we came out a bit slow, but everybody knew that we could rely on each other and pick each other up when things didn't go our way.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
You both had home runs today, and I believe that was your first home run of the season.
Of the season, yes.
How
yes.
did that feel?
It's pretty good. Pretty good. I honestly thought I was going to get out at first, so that was nice. That was a good alternative.
Zoe, you had a nice blast as well.
Yes, that definitely felt good.
Can you talk us through that home run, and that must have felt great.
Yeah, I'm just really
watching
glad that I can help my team and help us do well in the season. So, yeah.
All right, and you had a pitcher maker debut today. Can you talk about her performance out there? And, I think it's always good to get those first couple innings out of the way.
Yeah, definitely. I think coming from the JV team and coming up and starting pitching, that's just insane. Good for her. She worked her butt off, and she was just throwing as well as she could, and that's all we could ask for. She did great, and I hope we can play another game with her.
Yeah, she really kept her composure really well, and she performed super well for her first time playing varsity. So.
All right, well, 11-2. It must feel good. What's it been like playing with this group all season so far?
Ooh, this group of girls is awesome. Every single error, we move on. It's gonna happen, and then we just do our job and do the best we can. And if not, we pick each other up. And I'm so grateful to be on a team like this.
Yeah, we have really good culture and chemistry together, and we've known each other for a while. And yeah, we just work really well together.
All right, and what was it like celebrating with the Little League softball today?
Oh, that was so cute. I think it means a lot to really pass on the torch, especially because we're seniors, leaving and knowing so many people are playing softball in the town and just keep it going. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I agree with everything.
Yeah.
All right, girls. Well, congratulations on a great win, and I'm sure many more to come.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. rivalry starting up today between the Uxbridge Spartans and the Hopkinton Hillers. And should be a good matchup out there today. Set to deliver. And this is hit high in the air towards the fence, and that's gone. A solo home run for the cleanup hitter, Catherine Pratt. She goes yard beyond the left field fence, and it's 1-0 Uxbridge. Riesenberger hitting well this season. 63 batting average, 417 on base percentage. And she puts this one high in the air towards the fence. See you later! And the Hillers take the 2-1 lead. What a shot that was by Kate Riesenberger. Going yard. 14 on the season, a very good 5.2 on base percentage, however. He's able to find ways to get on base quite often. Line up in the pitch, and she gives this one a ride high in the air towards the fence, and it's caught in center field. Runner from third will tag and score. A sacrifice RBI flyout for Elena Vallis. Deliver. And this is ripped into center field. That'll get down. A run is in. 417 batting average, 531 on base percentage. She gives this one a ride high in the air towards center field. That's off the fence. That's going to drop in for an extra base hit. She's heading to third base. Is she going to head home? Nope, she'll stay put at third. The throw gets away. Now she'll head home to the plate. Slides in, and the Hillers have another run. 53 pitches so far in this game. And this is hit in the air right side, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Here comes the lead runner. Relecki will score, and it'll be runners on first and third. Another run in, and how about Kate Riesenberger, 2 for 2 at the plate. If you're resting game, you're holding that bat here. You're not swinging for nothing. There it is. Ball 4, and a run will score. And takes that one low, gets away from the catcher. Runner from third is going to score! Another run in on the pass ball. And the Hillers now lead it by 5. 9-1 for 2 so far today. Rips this one past the reach of the third baseman. Stomberg around to score. Here comes another run, as sliding in is Restaghini. And that is going to be a 2 RBI base hit by Zoe Levine. Riesenberger, 2 for 2 so far at the plate today. And she puts this one on the ground to the shortstop. Throw to first. They get the outrunner from third. Going to try to score. Throw gets away. She slides in safe. And another run on the scoreboard for the Hillers. They take a 10-2 lead and to deliver. Up high, gets by the catcher. Here comes Deadstone, slides in, and she's safe. Another Hiller run on a wild pitch. Line up in the pitch, and this is hit high in the air over towards left field. It's caught. Runner from third is going to tag and will score with ease. And the Hillers take a 10-run lead. The Hillers score 12 runs on 10 hits, committing 1 error. Uxbridge, 3 runs on 7 hits, committing 4 errors. Player of the game, Caroline Osmond, going 3 for 4 at the plate and scoring 2 runs. And also a very big performance by Kate Riesenberger. In fact, so big we'll give her co-player of the game. She went 2 for 3 with 2 runs and 5 RBI.
April 11th, Hiller Boys Lacrosse hosted Falmouth. The Falmouth Clippers got things rolling in the first quarter and outscored Hopkinton 3-0, but the Hillers struck back in the second quarter.
Good opportunity to get one. Here back and forth. Lottie rips it in! Great shot by Matt Lottie, and it's 3-1. here. Miller finds it's perfect in mid-pace. Too heavy to the wind, and how about that? Chase O'Donnell ripping it in.
Hillers outscore Falmouth in the second quarter. It's a 3-2 Falmouth lead heading into the second half.
There's a shot and a score for Falmouth. Will Hotsetter. Gonna have a delayed call. There's a shot, and it's off the post. Or was that in? I think you're gonna say it was in. Jackson Smith with the score. And Tosca. Here's through here. Never thought about it. Looking to draw something up. Pass. Back out. Shot! Score! Matt Lottie out to Chase O'Donnell, and O'Donnell rips it in.
Falmouth outscores Hillers 2-1 in the third quarter. It's a 5-3 game heading to the fourth.
O'Donnell looking to approach, boxed out, gets it over, nice pass, and Lottie rings it in. Travis Smith with it. Oh, the Hillers got a bunch of defenders in front of him, but he is able to pop it in. The net was left open.
The Hillers threaten, but Falmouth hangs on for the 6-4 win. Hillers fall to 3-2 on the season. Falmouth improves to 5-0. On Monday, April 13th, Hiller boys volleyball hosted Medfield. Steve Sweetapple and Mike Terosian on the call.
A side out, it's all over.
Goes down the line. Ryan gets to it. Outside Alex. Oh.
Hit it with his palm.
Hillers battled and kept the sets close, but Medfield took the win via sweep. Hillers fall to 5-2. Medfield improves to 6-1 on the season. Also that Monday, Hiller girls lacrosse hosted Dedham. The Hillers got things rolling early and often.
Speed of Quebec. Around the defender, and it's in. Good start for the Hillers. Start here for the Hillers. Rushing in. Shot off the, and that is in. Taylor and Durante strikes. Here goes Tom. Around, shot, in. Top shelf. Those possession battles. Fires it over, and driving up. Firing it in. Abby Burke. You'll be seeing more of her. There's a shot and a score. Taylor and Durante. Quebec looking to get around the defender. Quebec with a shot and fires it in. Comes in Durante. Gets it over. Shot in. Score Hillers. Kendall Tom. Gets it over. Quebec driving in. And rapid fire shot there. Manalo wins the possession. Driving in around the defender. Shot, Quebec, yes! Tom, a nice pass. Owens out in front. Shot in! Needed win there for the Hillers. Santucci over to Quebec. Quebec to the net! Not a good save there, but the Hillers get it back. Picked up by Knudsen. There's a pass, wide open, Kendall Tom, and she pops it in. Really hope she's okay. And now here come the Hillers with authority. Quebec to Interante, and Interante beats the net. Quebec driving in around the defender and fires it in. She went. Quebec rushing in. Driving in and puts the shot in. Here comes Quebec. Firing it in. How about another? Burke. And she'll get the score. The Hillers another possession win. It's Burke. Driving in, looking for the hat trick, and she's got it. Hillers with the possession win. And how about another? The Hillers, they can just take their time here. No reason to rush. Merrill looking for a score, and she'll get one.
Hopkinton takes the win, 20-5. Hillers improved to 4-2. Dedham falls to 5-1. Tuesday, April 14th, Hiller boys volleyball hosted Attleboro and looked to get back in the win column. Steve Sweetapple and Mike Tarosian on the call.
Veer, nice put away. All right, Hopkins takes that first set, 25-17. No JV team for Attleboro. Nice block, that's it. Gavir with another block to match the first set score, 25-17. Oh, Alex pulls out the jump serve. And that's it. Hopkinton takes the third set, 25-19 for a 3-0 sweep over the Attleboro Bombers.
Wow.
Hillers took the win via a sweep. Hopkinton improves to 6-2. Attleboro falls to 2-4. On Wednesday, April 15th, Hiller Outdoor Track and Field hosted Norwood. HCAM's newest broadcast team member, Colby Crum, was on the call and interviewed some of the athletes.
We are. It's one of 8 heats here, so sit tight, Hillers. So we're about to go underway, and we're off. We have Callie Owens in the middle lane. She's hoping to reel away the finish here, and Kaylin Jeremiah for second. Bella Walkowitz, but it is Callie Owens who takes home first, and wow, second and third there was very close between Kaylin Jeremiah and Bella Walkowitz. Hard to see who even won there, Tom, but it's very close down to the finish. Callie Owens walks away with the first place there, and that's another 5 points for the Hiller girls team there. Just looking at Iago here. He's actually lane 4 here. Iago, very close finish here, and Iago brings home the win there for the boys. It's a huge win there for the boys 100 meter. That'll be another 5 points to their scores. They take on that 100 meters, and we're moving on to lane or heat 2 shortly. You just ran your 100 meters. Can you just take me through that race real quick?
Yeah, I think it's a great race. I love to run it. I got blessed with the spikes from Colby Hughes, so I mean, there's always room for improvement. So looking forward to running it the next meet as well.
All right, and then Patrick Meehan, you haven't ran yet, but what events are you doing today? And can you take me through how you're going to prepare for those in just a couple minutes, just to warm up for that?
I'm going to be running the 400 meters and the 4x400 meters. And to prepare for that, just trying to stay warm, try to stay hydrated, it's kind of warm today. And just really make sure I'm ready for it, like mentally and physically.
Today I'm here with junior athletes Callie Owens and Kaylin Jeremiah. Can you guys take me through what event you just ran, and how did the race go for you guys?
I just ran the 100 and it went okay. I didn't get what I wanted, but getting closer, and hopefully invitationals will be a good push and get that PR that I want.
I thought it went pretty well. I had a really good block start. I got out pretty fast and there was no headwind, so that was pretty good. We all got third place, I think. It was like me, you, Bella. Yeah. So, sweet that.
So you mentioned terms like block starts, headwind. So how do you prepare for an event like this where decimals matter so much, you know, where faster times matter so much more? What do you do during the days where you don't have a meet to mentally prepare and physically prepare for meets like today?
We do a lot of hard workouts on Monday? Yeah, Monday we had a really hard workout, which prepared us for this because it was really hot, and that was like our first really hot practice. And we had a lot of wind in our last meet, which kind of helped us prepare for like the in-between of today.
Akira, how does your mental view change as you get to different checkpoints on that race?
Well, to be honest with you, Colby, I kind of realized that I'm running a 400 about 80 meters in. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm running now. So it's kind of like a mental check. I kind of start to lock in all the nerves at that point. Like, in my opinion, my adrenaline kind of carries me through the first curve, and then it really just like starts to get gritty, and you try to get big arms, big elbows through the back and float.
So you mentioned those big arms, big elbows, and I asked you before what gets you ready for a race, and you talked about your training and your workouts. So how does that come into play exactly here for this race? Can you think of any specific workouts or anything you do to prepare that will make you as ready as you can for the 400 meter today?
I mean, yeah, as I mentioned, like 400 repeats, lactic workout in general, that definitely prepares you for that end feeling where like your legs are tired, you just want to quit, and everything hurts. I feel like that prepares me the best for the end. Unfortunately, I couldn't really execute the way I wanted today in the last 50 meters, but we move, we keep going, and it's okay. There's always next race.
Yep.
Hiller boys and girls track and field both pulled off wins and improved to 3-0 on the season. On Thursday, April 16th, 3-2 Hiller boys lacrosse hosted 4-1 Norwood. The Hiller offense was on fire in the first half.
Norwood starts off with possession, working right to left. Loose ball in the center circle, picked up by the Hillers. Dano Garazzos has it. Here he comes, a shot and a score! And how about that for a start? Moves it up, and now with it, that's Max Conley knocked out of his grasp. Hillers get it back. With it now, and Saska, he'll move it up, and now looking for a shot. Top shelf, Ryan Dacey. That back line that time, that was Barry Yoakum. Now bringing it out, Taylor. And now here comes Lottie. Lottie finds an opening on the side and makes it 3-0 at 7:55 left to go. Looking for a shot. Oh, it's deflected. Hillers get it back, bringing it out and smashing it in. Ryan Dacey. Ryan Dacey off the deflection. And the goaltender seemed to lose the ball for a moment. Dacey looks to put it into play. Brings it out. Nice feed to Iantoska, and Iantoska feeds the net. That was just a pristine pass from Dacey to Iantoska. Lottie looking for the shot, and he has a score! Split the Hiller defenders. Hopkinton just able to surround those interior attackers. And there's a shot and a score! Another one for the Hillers, another score for Will Iantoska. Dacey bringing it into play. Knocked loose, picked up by Iantoska. Iantoska still with it. Trying to get by the defender, and he rips it in! Mark him down for a hat trick.
An 8-0 Hiller lead after the first half, and that would end up being more than enough as they took the win 13-3. Hopkinton improves to 4-2. Norwood falls to 4-2. April 6th, Hiller boys lacrosse hosted Medway and got the scoring going early and often.
Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity lacrosse on HCAM. We are underway. Hopkinton Hillers, Medway Mustangs, and how about a score to get the action started? The Hillers right off the bat. It is Cal Rockwell taking it upfield, and he pops it in. We are 8 seconds in to this matchup. There's a pass and a shot and a score. Justin Pillard makes it 2-0. Looking to bring it around. And knocked out of his grasp. Pillars have it. Collected by the goaltender, Nate Spinelli. Pillars quickly into Medway territory. Shot there, and it's in. Looking for the shot there, and it's in. Will Iantoska fires it in at 5:08 left to go in the first quarter. That's picked up by Jimmy Sanda. There's a shot, and it's in. Good save there by the Medway keeper. Hillers get it right back, however, and they strike. Pass intercepted by Dacey, takes it right upfield. Get to hear all about it at the halftime break. Looking to close in, a shot and a score. Ryan Dacey.
Hillers had a 7-3 lead at the half and never looked back, taking the win 11-5. On Tuesday, April 7th, Hiller Track and Field battled Holliston. Andy Downen was our guest announcer for the events.
Big meets and championship meets coming down to a half a point.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So here's Downen, has another gear. Looking very strong here. Downen, so the two Panthers here, and then these are both freshmen. Holliston freshman here, Lucy Downen, 5:36 there unofficially. And then Emerson Harrington, 5:39. And then Chloe Tumbleton from Hopkinton, 5:44. So there's 1, 2, 3. Again, 8 points on the team side there for Holliston. And Hopkinton picking up the 1 point there by Tumbleton.
Andy, runner himself, also a fan of the Holliston track and field team. It certainly is.
And here's a solid finish here in the second heat of the boys 800. Look at that, 2:33 roughly there for the winner of the second heat. Here with 100 to go. The freshman looking very strong here over the last 100. Harrington is going to pick up a big 5 points here for the Panthers. We'll watch the clock, 12:46 unofficially for Harrington. And Klein, the Hopkinton anchor, is Stucci going to have one more gear? It looks like the Hillers are going to hold on. Hopkinton holds on in the girls 4x4. Very exciting though. Obviously very clear here in the boys 4x4. And my assumption is this is probably not even the A team for Hopkinton. And they're still well under 4 minutes here at about 3:50 there for the Hopkinton boys.
Hiller boys took the win 107.33 to 28.66, and the Hiller girls also took a win 91-45. On Wednesday, April 8th, Hiller Unified Track and Field hosted Norton. It was a great competition between the TVL teams. Also on Wednesday, Hiller baseball and softball were in action against Medfield. Hiller baseball was scoreless until the bottom of the second.
Line up and the pitch. Hit in the air, right side towards the fence. It's going to drop. And that's going to be a big base hit. Rounding first, rounding second. He's heading to third as a run scores. Slides in, and the Hillers take the lead. And that is going to be an RBI triple for Moore at the plate. Line up in the pitch. And this is going to be hit up the middle. That'll get through the dive of the second baseman. Another run in to score. Coming around from third, Connor Moore. Well, Moore gets the triple and now tallies the run to make it 2-0. Kickoff attempt there. Line up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He's going to take off at third and it throws high, gets away. Here he comes to home plate, slides in, and he's safe. And the Hillers have another run.
Medfield struck back in the top of the third with a pair of runs, and it was a 3-2 Hiller lead into the bottom of the third.
Fully called off the right fielder, and it drops. One run is in, and now you got two runners over at third base. They got both of them in a pickle. They're going to go after the one at third, and they'll get an out. And this is going to be hit high in the air, left center towards the fence, and that's going to drop. A big base hit there. Here comes a run And he's going to keep going to third base. The throw gets into the dugout. And they'll quickly recover by home plate. But that is going to be a monster triple. And an RBI for Michael Sullivan.
Medfield ties the game with a run in the top of the fourth and another run in the top of the fifth. Game tied 4-4 into the bottom of the sixth.
Lines, he deals, and this is hit in the air, and that is going to get through the gap. Lead runner being waved around. The throw in is going to be off the mark, and the Hillers take the lead. And they'll get the out at second. So they score the run, but Medfield gets the out. And just like that, we're heading to the top of the seventh. But the good news is the Hillers have a 5-4 lead on HCAM.
Hillers lead 5-4 into the top of the seventh. Matt Pedroli on the mound to try to close it out.
I'm happy to be with you on the call. It's been a great game between these two teams. And there's strike three, one away. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 down. Left hand the pitch. Swing and a miss, and there's your ball game. Matt Pedroli closes it out.
Hillers take the win 5-4 and improve to 3-2 on the season. Medfield falls to 2-1. Hillers softball was in action. Bottom of the first. Caroline Osmond at the plate.
And there's ball four. That's going to score a run. Run around to score. And that will make it a 7-0 Hiller lead.
Hopkinton would end up taking the win 8-0. Hillers improved to 4-0. Medfield falls to 2-3. On Thursday, April 9th, Hiller boys volleyball was in action. Steve Sweetapple and Mike Terosian on the call.
George gets to that. Moore goes outside to Stroini. Alex, great dig. Liam. DeVore is there. Kept it alive. Oh, nice hustle. Hillers take the first set 25-11. 4-19 in the second set.
Ended with some authority right here.
Yep. And he did. Handled well by Stoini. That's it. Hopkinton takes the second set 25-19. A little closer there.
Yeah, a little closer, absolutely. Well, it was closer early on, too.
Yeah.
There was a lot of back and forth early on, which was exciting.
Set point for the Lancers. And that's an ace. Lancers take the third set 25-22. Setter's out. Wes fills.
Put it away.
Set. Jake. And that's it. Hopkinton takes the fourth set 25-22 for a 3-1 victory over the Norton Lancers. Mike, what an entertaining game.
Very exciting. You know, when we saw the first set here and you see the blowout, it was like, oh, is it going to be 1, 2, 3? That's why you ordered the pizza. But instead, it was back-to-back, hard-fought action.
Hillers take the win 3-1 and improve to 5-1 on the season. Also on Thursday, Hiller girls lacrosse was in action versus Dover Sherborne, and it was a back-and-forth battle.
Hillers working Working it around. Out in front, a shot and a score! And the patience pays off for the Hillers. Taylor Interante strikes. The tournament recently, and always seem to be a force to be reckoned with in the TVL. There's a shot, and how about another score for the Hillers? Closing in, a shot, and there's a Dover Sherborne response. Shot off a post and a shot off the crossbar. Out in front, a great feed and a score. Anna Schneider hits Barrett. Here's Quebec. Fires it. And it's in. Hillers back on top. Two defenders at the back line. Double team there. And it pays off. A score there. Gets it over to Quebec, and she fires it in. A great pass. Or they're going to have to try a move here. Brings it around, fires it, it is in. And a shot there and a score. Barrett Saxey, the sophomore, very important in this game. Looking to close in, a shot and it's in. Over the goaltender goes Emma Claire Luxau. That was a much-needed possession win for the Hillers. Rushing in, firing it in. Caden Rosendale with it. Motley closing in and fires it in. Quite a shot there by the freshman. Looking to bring it out. There's a shot and another score. Emma Claire Luxau over to Quebec. Quebec gonna try to sneak through. Back to Interate. A shot there and a score. Fires it over to Interante. A shot and a score. Taylor Interante on fire today. You can put her in the hat trick category. Blue Raiders going to get it back. That pass fell loose. Some contact there. That'll draw the stoppage. Schneider, quick pass. Looking to work through. Pass out in front. At the buzzer, they strike.
Dover Sherborne pulled off the 16-11 win. Blue Raiders improved to 4-0. Hillers fall to 3-2 on the season. It was a busy Monday in Hiller Town. Hiller baseball and softball took on Ashland.
This is going to be hit up the right side, and unable to make a play on it is the second baseman. Everybody's going to be safe, and a couple runs are in to score. Just like that, we're knotted at 2 apiece. And this is going to be hit right back up the middle. Throw over by the shortstop, and it gets away, and here comes another pair. So very costly error there. 2 more runs around to score. Line up and the pitch. Hit high in the air towards center field and caught. Runner from third is going to tag. He's around to score. And the runner from second moves up to third. It's a 1-run game. Matt Jolie getting it done. Sacrifice RBI fly out.
It was a 4-3 Ashland lead heading into the top of the 5th.
Line up and the pitch. And this is going to be a base hit into right field as it's going to roll almost all the way to the fence. And 2 runs are in to score. And that is an RBI double for Chris Bradica, helping his own cause here. That's his second hit of the game, and the Clockers leading 6-3.
Ashland plated 3 runs and took the 8-4 win. Hillers softball was in action at the same time. Hillers trailing 2-0 into the bottom of the first. Hillers played 4 runs and added more in every inning. Hopkinton ends up taking the win with a walk-off in the bottom of the 6th as they went up by 12 and took the 14-2 win. Later on Monday, Hiller Boys Lacrosse hosted their home opener versus Westwood. Westwood's Morgan Donahue joined myself, Tom Nappy, for the call.
And then Spengler. That was Sesselman getting it out, a shot, and that is in. That is going to be Liam Williams with the first score of the game. The defense was Walsh. He fires it over, and what a shot that was. CJ Hancock.
My nephew.
There you go.
Catch shot by Hancock. Hits the bar, and then he's fired up. Doubles the Wolverine lead, 2-0.
All kinds of moving around going on down there. There goes Walsh. And Walsh off the pass, puts it in. Hiller gets it over to Lottie. Lottie looking for a move here. Looking to close in, takes it, and he's got a score. Malotti with a nice strike for the Hillers. Here he goes, putting on the moves. Here's feed over to Sesselman, and Sesselman gets it over now. Looking to close in, there's a shot. Oh, that was off the crossbar by Greg Walsh, and I believe that is going to be